Alright everyone, hello and welcome back to Just Cosplays. So now we're going to be going backwards to another game that I used to play a crap load, which was Super Mario Land 2. This was a lot better received than the first one, I know, because it was a little more like the actual Mario game. So, let's get this started. So this one, Mario's in another land, and what was the name of it? I can't remember. It's something else, but apparently he has a castle. And the story of this one is that Wario, Mario's arch nemesis and very vaguely strange relation, who we will never figure out how or if he is related to the brothers, has taken over his castle and has pretty much made his life a living hell. That was something that always kind of bugged me about the Wario rivalry between the two of these guys, is that, like, there's, like, no... I kind of always wanted to know, like, who exactly are you? I mean, I know he's just kind of like Mega Mario, but it's just like, what are you, though? Because you have your own, you know, personality, and then eventually you became, like, a fan favorite of this. I gotta say. So this game, a lot of time, I know was not only incredibly longer, but it's like, I think, I almost want to call it the first open-world Mario game. That might be a lie, but, so as you look, you'll see that this is exactly the same as, like, the original Mario games that we remember. Except Mario's got the, spin jump now. I'm gonna look to see if, Super Mario World came out before this. It might have, because how else would we be able to do the spin jump? There's the Flower. Now, I have fond memories of this game, too, because this game wasn't, like, the levels themselves weren't too difficult, but it did have some notoriously hard bosses, though. And, like, there were a couple that even I was kind of like, I do not know, like, it took me a while before I actually ended up beating them, but, this one more people beat, so it wasn't like the first game where it was like, oh my god, nobody could beat that game, how could you do it, you were like cheating somehow. This one was a little more, well, I guess maybe a little less, unheard of if somebody beat it. Oh god, I used to be so good at this. I used to be able to always get the 3 up. What's nice about this game is that they have, so as you notice, there's 6 worlds, and they're all different zones, so much like Super Mario Land 3, where there's various lands that they go to, except this time you get your choice of options of where you go, and I always like to start with the turtle to get eaten first. I don't know if I'm gonna do the secret levels in this. I do know how to get all of them, so that is something that, like, I don't know, maybe I might get the secret levels, but yeah, I thought maybe that this one, so, oh shit, I forgot about these guys. The freaking sharks that, for some reason, move without ever, like, moving. They just, like, walk around with their mouth open. Ah! Oh god, I'm gonna have fun editing that. But, god, those shark things, I forgot, they're invincible. They're like only killed by, I think they're only killed by the star, if you can even get the star. So back to the Game Boy for me. Yeah, so I know I probably mentioned this before, but yeah, the Game Boy definitely was the one system that I was a champ at. I think maybe because there was only, like, there literally only were, like, 2 buttons on the entire game, and if you didn't know how to use them, then damn. So, this game, I remember the Game Boy, like, again, like the original, like, actually, I guess probably most consoles nowadays, like, there's only, like, maybe, like, a handful of games you really need, and the rest are all just filler content. My favorite things, though, that I always ever found were, like, games that, that actually took me by surprise and I ended up really liking. I can't remember. Oh, no, you can't kill those things. Stupid skeleton fish. But, like, you know, since I was I guess you could call it, like, a Game Boy connoisseur of things, I would play shitloads of games all the time. So I even had a chance to explore some new ones. And one of my favorites was an old, where is he? Oh, I guess not. Ugh. Stupid bullet bill thing. I don't know why I wanted to call that Steadfast Stanley. Why did that come into my head all of a sudden? I don't know, I think I'm going insane, guys. I really do. I don't know what's going on, but, yeah. Oh, alright. I forgot. So, this sunken submarine... Aren't these... I think those are enemies from Kirby! Oh my god, it just dawned on me! This was a crossover before crossovers even could happen. Just so you know, yeah, down here is where you would go for the secret level, but you need to be small in order to get there, and I don't feel like doing that. So you know what? I probably won't get the secret levels. It's just that way I can save on time, because yeah, this game can get pretty long. But I don't know. I was pretty good at it. I was awesome. And goddammit, people love me. What are these things? Oh, damn it. Oh, and if you notice, this is also one of the games where if you get hit, yeah, you don't go straight, you don't revert back to the little form, you actually become, just regular Super Mario again. And this one, like the other two games, had, this game also, like the other two, like the more recent games, I've noticed, always has, like, a flying Mario of some kind, whether it's, the Tanuki suit or the raccoon ears, which I don't know if I feel like the raccoon suit, like, as weird as that was and how little sense that made, I actually think there was like point behind it. It was really one of those, like, I don't know, if you ever see this movie called Pom Poko, where there's a bunch of raccoons who are leading a rebellion against the human civilization. It's actually a pretty sad movie. But they talk about testicles a lot in that, in that movie. Wait, can I go back? Yeah. I lost track of where my point was going with this. Yeah, and then... Hell's yeah! Oh, come on, get up there. Get up. Come. Oh my god, I hate you. Screw you. I don't need you. I didn't need your fire flower anyway. I always hated the fire flower. Fire flowers are stupid. Please pause the episode while Kaz has his mental break. But yeah, Super Mario Land 2, I do have fond memories of. This game was so much fun to play. It was the Mario game that we deserve. Kind of gave the fans what they wanted again instead of this. You know what? Actually, this must have been after the Super Mario World, because his sprite looks more like his sprite looks more like the Mario Brothers 3 in this. That's good. The secret levels, for anybody who's curious, don't really add anything to the game. They just kind of make it like a little Easter egg, like, oh, hey, guess what you can do? So now let's go inside the whale, inside our Moby Dick. This dude has like 100 uvulas, which I'm now going to look up to figure out how many uvulas does a whale have. And I do not know what this stuff is, but apparently you can swim in it. So instead of flying like the other games, this one instead has a gliding thing with the bunny ears. God, this game. What's nice about maybe that's blubber. Oh, damn it. I guess that is blubber. And I guess those are either... I only can assume that those are either teeth or rib bones, but... they're pokey. And they will kill if you jump into them too much. Ooh! But unlike Super Mario Land, you will see how awesome I am at this game, and how I will get through the whole game without dying once. Yup! That is a promise that I am willing to keep, and if anybody calls me out on it, it's because, and if I accidentally die, that's actually because I was distracted by something outside, yeah, that makes me better at all this, and I'm a master. Now here's my question, is that a jar of sack, or just something else? Now, every boss in this game is super easy because they all die exactly the same way. If you jump on their head 3 times, then they're dead. Though other bosses actually, though they all also are all weak to the fireballs. So if you, Fire Flower Mario, if you like shoot them 3 times is equal to 1 jump on the head. Yes, I calculated that out. So, there's one zone down, so I think I'll call this an episode, and I will see you guys next time!